Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition with 164 Emergency Response. As you can see, as I promised, here are all the exclusive ambulance models, the what do you call it? Greenlight First Responders Ford F-350 ambulance series. I don't know if it's really called that, but that's what we're going to call it for this because every single one of these is a Ford F-350 and they vary by year and they vary by title. And so that's why they all made it here. We got them going from 1989 all the way to what looks like 1995 here. You only see five up here, but there's four more off camera that you don't see. We're going to open those first, and then we're going to get to those five last, just to keep the ambiance, I guess you can say. So we are going to get started with um, one of these right over here. There was something else I wanted to say, but never mind. All right, let's get our turntable going here. Do that. Change some light angles. There we go. Get out the what do you call it? Razor there. Okay, we're going to start with the 1993 Ford F-350 ambulance, Long Beach Search and Rescue, Long Beach, California. So here is the package. Here is the reverse of the package. And there we go. So this one is going to be one of the EMS models. That's how I'm classifying this one, the Long Beach Search and Rescue. So this is going to be one of three each. Each style of these ambulances seem to come in three versions, and what I mean by style is title. And that's what I should say. They're all basically the same style, but I should say title. As in 3 EMS, 3 fire, and 3 police. Here we go. And here is the first one that we are going to start with. So, as we know, Greenlight, very good at being very detailed here with their models and everything. So, no complaints at all with the way that these work here. I don't believe that there's any moving parts, but we are going to see. So first we're going to start with the deco, Long Beach Search and Rescue. You got red emergency lights on the side. You got a turn signal. You got the spot searchlights here with side door compartments for emergency equipment, and that is an entry door right there. You got some plastic chrome wheels. Here is the insignia. All right. 4x4 F-350, Unit 32. We have a clear light bar. We got 3 flashers on the front there. We got 2 red flashers and then the clear one right in the middle. You got the light bar, and we have grill lights, headlights, marker lights, an entire grill. You have this, which I think is an extra vent for the back of the ambulance. And yeah, this is pretty cool. You got the little handles there to open up the emergency equipment. Long Beach Search and Rescue, the lights again. Some factory imperfections there. And you got the big light bar here on the back there that stretches all the way across with the flashers right underneath it. Tail lights, reverse lights. You got a license plate there. So yeah, search and rescue, very cool. Nothing really on the top of most of these from what I could see here, just another vent. Got the windshield wipers in there. Let's see, do we have any emergency equipment? Do you see the radios and the light configurations and everything on the console? Nope, doesn't look like it. Just looks like standard interior of those vehicles. And here you go. So 1993 Ford, used under license, Greenlight 2022, I guess is when they started coming out with these. So yeah, pretty cool. See how they roll. Roll pretty good. All right. So that is the first one. Oh, I didn't think I saw this here where it said search and rescue on the front. So yeah, that is our first search and rescue. Next one we're going to go over is police, transit police, 1994. You know what? Let me do this a different way. Let me go through all the three EMS first, and then we're going to do the fire, and then we're going to do that. Okay, so as you saw, that was a 1993 EMS, right, from Long Beach, California. This is a 1994 F-350 ambulance from Boston, cardiac defibrillation ambulance. So, yep, I'm going to abandon what I said earlier. We're just going to go in order by different title, and that is Callie Cat in the back scratching on one of her scratching posts. Hi, Callie. That's her saying hi right back. Okay, so we're going to open this one up here. Come on, don't be too difficult. So, and the reason why I decided to change this midway is that way you can see that when I do buy these models, okay, I'm just not trying to buy the same thing over and over and over and over again, right? They're different titles, different years, making them different models, right? Well, with the exception of one of the police vehicles, it's the exact same year and the exact same model. Unfortunately, there's nothing I could do. It's just a different title on it. And so, yeah, that's it for that. Here we go with the Boston EMS Ford F-350. So we got the light bars here, ambulance on the front. We got grill lights. Looks like the siren underneath the grill lights, which I didn't notice on the other one. Let's see, nothing on the interior, so I'm going to say that's pretty standard. We got two marker lights here, not marker lights, spotlights here for rolling up to accident scenes. You got the red flashers, cardiac defibrillation, Boston EMS, Department of Health and Hospitals. All right, we have white plastic rims this time on this one. Everything else seems to be pretty much him. I believe these are fuel tanks here, entries to the fuel tank where you fuel up. I forget what to call them, gas caps. I don't think that's still the right word, but anyway. So here we go. Got the long light bar up top in the back here. Got two orange flashers underneath it. Ambulance door, emergency call, 911, keep back. Tail lights, reverse lights, marker lights. Got the different color steps. Okay, maybe that's not fuel access, maybe just this one is. Not 100% sure. When I was in EMS, I did not drive a model like this, so I couldn't tell you exactly. We got a red and white light bar up top here, which is pretty cool. Boston EMS on the front with the ambulance, and you got two flashers right up there. So none of these seem to have opening doors that I can find. And it looks like they're all dual axle in the back here, I believe. Let me see if this other one's Long Beach. Yep, dual axle. Okay, so they're all dual axle. And there we go. There is the Boston EMS. And the next EMS is going to be FDNY. So now we're going to replace 3 fire. You got 2 FDNY fires and then a Detroit fire. And here is another police one right there. Okay. So we are going to cut this NYC EMS open. I give you a chance to look at that Boston model a little bit closer for a little bit longer. There we go. And as you saw it the whole time, but it is package UPC. And this one is a 94. So we went from, we got a 94, a 93, and we got another 94 here. With this New York City ambulance, and as a 94, it has a clear light bar and plastic rims. So it makes it a little different, right? You know what? I don't even know anymore. I collect what I collect. I like what I like, and we're just going to keep it at that at this point. Mostly, for the most part, these models don't repeat themselves. Like, you're not going to see 2 NYC ambulances from 1994. So you have a Long Beach one, and now you have the New York City EMS one, which is pretty busy here when it comes to the insignias. Got their general insignia there. All these extra markings. What does that one say? The smaller writing I can't really see. New York City Ambulance. You got more lights. HazTac. Let's see, Health and Hospital Corp. HazTac should mean some sort of hazardous tactical something or other. I'm not sure. So everything kind of repeats on these, so I'm gonna not try to talk too much and sound too dumb on here, like I already fear that I already have. So I'll just let you guys look through the models here. Enjoy them. Here we go, dual axle in the back. Everything there on the underneath. All pretty much uniform. So that was the third EMS model that we have here. So I will usually, not terribly by wheels, but by light bars, I will consider them different. So since like, we don't even have that here this time. Yes, we do. The 93 had the clear light bar. This one had the clear light bar, and then this one had the red and white light bar. So 93, 94, 94. So there are differences. Subtle, but there are differences in the line. And now that I've had my thoughts together and actually think about what I'm saying, you know, it's funny. It's like you know this stuff, but then trying to articulate it and sound well informed about it just doesn't play out well sometimes, at least not for me. I don't know about you guys. Sometimes it's hard to know exactly what to say. So now we're going to move to the police models. All right. So this one here is plain. This is the no markings model, and except for that little black stripe right there. 1992 Ford F-350 ambulance. It doesn't really belong to anyone or anything. Clear light bar, red lights on the side, colored light bar in the back, first responders, UPC. Now you could probably buy, what do you call it? Markings and stickers to turn this into whatever it is you want to turn it into. If you want to turn it into an ambulance, you want to turn it into a police vehicle, a fire vehicle, you can customize it. All right, hello everyone, and we are back. Technical difficulties right there, so that part of the video got stopped here temporarily. So going back to what I was saying, here we are with this one already cut out of the package. Again, I've said this once before. Here in Las Vegas Metropolitan Police does have a vehicle very similar to this. It's not exactly an ambulance like this. I'm not sure, but it is box truck, and it does have lights, but it has no insignias whatsoever. And so, yeah, it's I took this as a viable solution to make this a police vehicle here, just like the other ones. The reason behind not having any markings on it, I don't really know, to be honest. You know, it's not obviously an unmarked vehicle or anything else like that. You can pretty much tell it's something. So, I don't know. They have the reasons. I don't know what they are. But there you go. We got a yellow light in the middle this time. I don't think the other ones had that. Pretty cool. So yeah, same things pretty much as all the other ones. You got the little sirens underneath the grill lights there. Really like when they do that. Dual wheel and dual axle. There we go. So since we're on the police, next one we're going to do is another 94 F-350 ambulance, Washington, D.C. Transit Police. So there we go with this one. There you go. All the packages are still basically the same, as you can see. And we are going to get this one open. I think this is the first Washington, D.C. vehicle I have in my collection. I don't think I really have any others that I can recall offhand. Alrighty. Not quite. Missed the spot with the razor. So this video may not be as interesting as some of the others since I'm basically showcasing the same thing over and over again. I can't really talk too much about the differences in anything here. So this is my first time doing something like that. Usually I have a bevy of different vehicles from different manufacturers. And I could talk a little bit differently about that, and this time it's not really the case. Oh, there we are. Got their own little like police type license plate there, little badge on it, just number 87. Can't see the number 87 anywhere else on here. Grill light, siren, grill red and blue lights this time. White flashers up front. Red and blue on the side this time. There it is. Ooh, ooh. Little factory mishap there. Alright, so there we go. That is the Washington, D.C. Metro Transit Police. Next one we're going to do is going to be Dallas. This will be the last of the police vehicles here. Dallas Police Crime Scene. So I really like that. This one actually says crime scene on it, I believe. Yes, it does. Unlike that one NYPD smaller ambulance that I did not too long ago that did not say crime scene, but was listed as a crime scene vehicle. This one actually says it. So, this is not my first Dallas police vehicle, but I don't have too many. I do seem to have a lot of NYPD because Greenlight does really like to use their vehicles. So you're probably going to see a lot more NYPD. It's not that I'm favoring it or anything else like that, but that just seems to be the livery that they have the most when they're making things. Actually, if I had a choice, it would be more New Jersey or Las Vegas type vehicles, to be honest. But, well, hey, whatever. Police vehicle is police vehicle in a 1/64 scale. I'm not going to complain. And I want to collect them all. And I am certainly trying. But, you know, again, ever since COVID, it's like, it's been a lot more difficult to find these in stores, and I really have to rely on online sellers, and not everybody sells a group of everything, and I have to buy a lot of these things, what do you call it? By themselves, singularly, from all these different, vendors, and it gets kind of expensive just for the shipping costs. Anyway, so here we go. We got we're back to the plastic rims again, it looks like. Okay. 911, Dallas Police, crime scene, 911, blue lights on the side, clear lights, blue and clear lights, red and blue lights on the bar, red lights in the grill above the sirens. You got two red and a clear one. You got the two Dallas Police signs right up here. They're badges. I believe those are the actual badges that they wear on their uniforms. So it doesn't say police on the hood. Nothing on the top here. Same thing on the other side. Crime scene. Crime scene. Alright. Same markings. Crime scene. Crime scene. Dallas Police. No license plate this time. You know what? I haven't did a roll test in a while, have I? Does pretty well. All right. Next I'm going to do is the Detroit Fire Department EMS. This one actually has what looks like amber lights on the front, which I don't know. I've never been to Detroit. I don't know if they actually do that or not. Maybe they do. It seems unlikely since most EMS are going to be, any emergency services are going to be red, and blue. You know, combination of the two. In NYPD's case, usually red and clear. I think nowadays they're putting a lot more blue into their lights. You know, back when I was growing up back east, everything was just red. You never really saw blue lights at all on any of the emergency vehicles. But we're going back to the 80s and 90s. And things evolved. So here we have Detroit Fire. And my cat's making noise in the back. So, here we have it. Oh, this one was a 95. This was the first 95 one, as we can see here. I don't know if you caught that at first. Yeah, there we go. I don't even think I showed UPC here on the back. Okay. Forgetting my entire format. So there we go. EMS, Detroit Fire Department, amber lights, red grill lights, the siren, plastic headlights, cool, red and white flashers up front. Looks like the same standard inside. Emergency medical service. These lights look pink from that angle. But we got red lights on the side with clear. Light bar on the back going all the way across the top. Got their license plate here. Reverse lights. Tail lights. Star of Life. Red stripe. EMS on the side. Pretty basic. This one is not the most decorative of the ambulances. And I found it with the cities, you know, it's a little back and forth. Sometimes, like you saw with the New York City ambulance that I showed earlier, that one's pretty decorative. This one, not so much. Dropping stuff. But yeah, that NYC ambulance there with all the different colors, we can definitely put that back on the turntable again. That one actually is my favorite out of all these. And we're going to take a pause right here, folks. Stand by, please. I will be back with you in a moment. Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that. I ended up cutting myself with the razor, so now we're going to have to look at this gaudy looking Band-Aid, which was horribly applied, for the rest of the video. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, so that was the Detroit EMS. I already pre-cut these other ones because the only thing I can think of why I did that is because I was distracted talking. So, no more cutting those open while I am on video. I will do those before each video. And here we go with the 1989 Ford F-350 ambulance for FDNY. So here again is 1989 Ford F-350 FDNY logistical support vehicle. So there we are with that one. This one's heavier than the other ones too, oddly enough, it feels like. So we have the FDNY, we have their symbol, we have rubber tires. I think pretty much all the tires were rubber. Orange and white stripe, we got 2 red lights, 2 spotlights, FDNY symbol on the side, their patch that they usually wear. We got a full-on square-looking light bar on the front, red and clear. Really like that. FDNY. Ooh, this one's got the push bumpers on it too. Oh, I like that. So, do we have grill lights? No. Wow, they really did a good job making this one on its own. No grill lights. We got the headlights and the marker lights. We got this red bumper here. We got the 2 red flashers up top with the white one in the middle. So, wow, this one is different. Very cool. I like this. top, logistical support, FDNY. So I find that odd that this is logistical support and it's not. Oh, that's why the base is metal as well. So this one really is exclusive. This one is way different than the rest, and that's why it's so much heavier. All right. Nice. I like it. Yeah, all these other ones. That wheel's like coming off back there. Yeah, none of the other ones had the grill guard like that, and the rest of them are plastic. Okay, cool. So yeah, got LS1 on the front there on the windshield. I really like the detail on this one. This one in the FDNY EMS is probably going to be my favorite one. Not this EMS one, but the other one. So, and this is the last one, the 94 F-350 ambulance. FDNY, the official fire department, City of New York. I didn't really put that on the rest of them, but put it on this one. Maybe the other ones weren't official. I don't know. Not 100% sure why they would do that. Okay, so everything is catastrophic. I don't know if I just scratched the roof of that by dropping it, or it was already like that. I think it was already like that. Because when I dropped it, it was still in the plastic, but you did hear the metal. Whatever. Oh well. It's mine. I made the mistake. Can't be mad at nobody but myself. Alright, so here we go. FDNY ambulance. 389. And yeah, pretty much the same features as all the other ones. Grill lights with the sirens right there. Nothing on the windshield. The patch that they wear on their uniforms. See, like difference here that that has the EMS symbols, but this one has the patches on there. Looks like it's the same rear light bar and stuff like that. Actually, this one right here does seem to have turn signals, where these are emergency flashers. Cool. Yeah, that red one is definitely different from the rest of them. Yep, those are turn signals, yellow arrows. See, they got the FDNY symbols right to the side of the stars of life there. So pretty cool. Probably be able to read that later, that small star of life there I'm trying to focus in on. And there you have it, folks. That is the Greenlight ambulance and whatnot series. Oh. I forgot to do this right here. Got 2 more stars life and the word ambulance on the front. So that's not how we have it yet. Decent rolling, but it's not like we're going to put it on a racetrack or anything. So as long as the wheels move, we're happy with that. So yep, there we go. There are the different models. These are all the ones that I'm aware of at the moment. I don't know exactly how many there are. As far as I know, there's just these 9 after looking for them online. I could be wrong. I don't know exactly for sure. So, put my 2 favorites here on the turntable. Each one facing the other way. And change camera angle. So that's going to do it, folks. That is the collection for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I didn't make too many mistakes. Hope I didn't mutilate myself too much here. And yeah, y'all take care of yourselves. Have a good weekend. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves and your family. Stay safe. I will see you all in the next video. Have a good night. Goodbye.